Hello guys, I'm Jesse. Welcome back to the MountainPrevail YouTube channel. We're not in the knife shop today. We're hanging out here in the creek bed and finally getting around to doing a fun video for you guys. We've been talking about doing things like this for a long time, so we're there. We're finally getting there. What I thought I'd do today is I got my old number 001 Bushcrafter. This is the very first one I made that, you know, with my logo and whatnot on it since I actually started things. Of course, I kept number 1 for myself, and I've just been beating the piss out of this thing the last couple weeks. She's all dirty and up, but I just put a fresh sharpening on it, and gonna do a little testing video, like some edge retention, mostly for you guys today. So hang in there, we'll get to beating on it. All right, guys. First thing we're gonna do here is a little old walnut sapling here. These things are just overtaking my creek bank here, so it don't bother me a bit to get rid of a few of these. We're gonna see how easily we can just, well, it broke more so than cut or whatever, but like I say, one push, halfway through that, no problem. And that's probably a good 1.25 inch diameter. Little root here. Do a couple pull cuts for you across the chest. A couple of my favorite, more of a power cut. So yeah, no problem. Eats that up. Okay, guys. I have been playing with doing some different grinds lately. Just doing some testing stuff. And any kind of testing and what, like, knives have an intended purpose. The grind on them, you know, you got Scandivex grind, convex grind. I mean, there's flat grinds. There's all kinds of different hollow grinds, and all of them shine in some things, in some tasks, and they don't do so good in other tasks. You just got to find, you know, the grind that's best suited for what you're going to be using your knife for. So I love a Scandi grind knife, and that's what I've been doing, you know, exclusively up to this point. But on this knife lately, I've figured out something that I think I might even start doing to all of them. I don't know. And I'm going to call it a micro convex. That's going to be on the end of my Scandi grind, if that makes any sense to you. A Scandi grind is one steep grind on each side that goes straight to zero. So the edge is really thin, which is great for some things. Sorry, the daggone mosquitoes and bugs are eating us up out here. The edges gets really thin, and which is perfect, and it's deadly sharp for carving wood and beating on some things. But you know, you get overly aggressive with them, and you can have some like edge deflection. And I'm not talking about chipping or breaking away or rolling bad. I'm just saying you can get a slight little bit of a bend in a Scandi grind. A convex edge is when the edge comes up round up to a point. You got a lot more meat right behind the cutting edge, so it's a lot stouter edge. It's like an axe edge or whatever. It's what I used to do on all my axes back in the day. If you guys been following me along since all that, but anyway, but what I'm calling the micro convex edge that I'm going to start doing here is where I'm going to grind the regular Scandi grind here, and then I'm just going to take a slack belt, and instead of going this edge going directly to zero, I'm going to roll that tip up, so it's putting a ton of strength right back in the cutting edge. So I've been playing around with this a lot lately, and I'm super impressed with the way it's been going. So we'll show you some more cutting stuff now. Hang in there. Okay, next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to beat on some of these knots. This is a piece of yellow pine. This is actually a treated 4x4 from a project a while back, and of course I know pine's not a hardwood, but the knots are just as hard as the devil. So this is always a pretty good test, like for edge retention, and if anything's going to dull it, chopping on a daggone knot is. And you can see I've already done it a bunch of, you know, of course, some of that's over the last couple of weeks with other knives too, doing some different edges, different grind tests and whatnot. But we'll beat on this thing a little bit, try to dull it up. And I'm gonna beat the tip, and I'm gonna beat the whole entire cutting edge on that pine knot. And I'll show you, you know, no damage whatsoever. And I think let's take it a little one step further. This block of wood right here, this is a piece of seasoned oak. I cut this tree down, gosh, well over a year. It's been blocked up forever, so let's just do this. Feeling froggy. You gotta get rough with it, man. You gotta get rough with it. Alrighty. Got an oily rag here. Wipe the sticky off of it. And like I say, if anything's going to take the razor edge off one quickly, I would think I would have done it, wouldn't you? Would you, Tyler?
I agree.
All right. Let's see if it'll still shave a little arm hair. What do you believe?
Don't stab me.
Might as well shave my... That's nasty. But,
sharp, that is.
Yeah. Okay, now let's look at the blade here. Like I say, there is no deflection whatsoever.
Hold it right there. Wow.
No deflection whatsoever, no chipping, no rolling, no nothing. So, and like I say, what I've setting out to do with my Bushcrafter, especially with all of my knives, you know, I'm trying to make them as indestructible as possible. You know what I mean? I want these things to be just as tough as money could buy, and I've said that in a lot of videos. But so, like I say, you gotta find the edge and the geometry that works for you. And as far as for a bushcraft and a camp type knife, I'm thinking this micro convex Scandivex. Maybe that's what I need to call it. Scandivex. It's gonna be pretty tough to beat. So I like it. I like it. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of that. If you think that edge is gonna be tough enough. Like I say, I know this was a short and sweet video and just a minor testing, but you would have thought that would have at least knocked the razor edge off of it. And obviously, she's still pretty deadly. So, we've call Bear Grylls. Time to bring his Gerber. No, thanks for watching this video, guys. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Please give us a thumbs down if you liked it. Don't give us a thumbs down. That's just hateful. Sweating. It's warm out here, ain't it, buddy? It's like 92 in Virginia today. It's bull. Anyway. Yeah, man, seriously, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you didn't like it, give us a thumbs up anyway with a big old smile. Please subscribe to our channel. We'd love to grow this thing as much as we can. Share it with your friends. Tell them all about us. And if you want to, give us a follow on Instagram where you can see a whole lot more updates on day-to-day stuff, projects, and whatnot. And we're building a ton of these knives right now. And same thing, at MountainPrevail on Instagram, MountainPrevail on Facebook, YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, MountainPrevail, of course, obviously, or you wouldn't be watching videos, so you know this already. Anyway, now you can find us, www.mountainprevail.com. Anyways, guys, take care. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, y'all keep them sharp.